The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Nigga, I'm Compton AV, nigga. Since day one, the streets been fucking with me, nigga. And they still fuck with me.
To this day. To this day. To this day.
All I hear is AV. Bring that real shit for the shooters back. These suckers fucking up the game. Why they doing that? Lil this, Lil that, Lil who is that? You little mumble rap niggas tryna ruin rap. Gang shit, bitch. Who you think influenced that? Me. I'm the voice of the streets. I stayed true to that. I kept this shit G when the industry did a change up. I came in 10 toes down and then I came up. You niggas go against the code for the game. I'm a real nigga. I won't sell my soul for no fame. So when it's time to go, just know I did it with a passion. You rapping other niggas' lives, I'm living what I'm rapping. Town business till they put me in a casket. Keep the blower on me in case the shit get drastic. Niggas always high when it's beef. We tryna find it out. Spin the van, fuck Instagram. We at his mama house. Cause nigga ain't no playing fair when it's wartime. I hit him up, them bullets burn. Watch that boy cry. He tried to run. Watch them hollows hit that boy's spine. Man, that boy died. Nah, fuck that. Pull up on them niggas again. This shit ain't over, nigga. Bounce out and hit them again. Niggas with hoodies and fully automatics in the cut. Waiting for you to slip so we can line a nigga up. Doing walk-ups. Nigga, we ain't asking nothing. Let you niggas see who did it. No mask or nothing. Smoke coming out the front like I'm mashing something. The kickback on the K look like I'm passing something. I don't care where you from. It's no love for the enemigos. 30 in a stick for you little wannabe heroes. So nigga, fuck your cape and your vest. F&E and aiming straight for your neck. Get your shit snatched, all bullshit, you know I'm with that. Bounce out, kill everything, don't get no get back. Doing bad to throw the 40 in the river. Later on, share the story with my niggas. Nigga, I can't believe these niggas try to catch me slipping, nigga.
Oh yeah, they put her like that?
I was never lacking, no. I jumped out and laid all them niggas down.
Better I did your shit.
Oh, these niggas probably trying to come back right now.
I ain't tripping, I got it on me right now, what you wanna do?
Load that bitch out, nigga.
What ain't?
Better not be scared either, nigga.
Riding down Atlantic with a loaded pistol. First round draft pick, referee official. These bitches set you up, so I don't trust them, nigga. Cause when you stop giving them dick, they feel like fucking niggas. Now they tryna set you up. Enemies will wet you up. I still keep a pistol on probation, I don't give a fuck. Now we on a mission, suckers hanging, we gon' get them plugged. Hit the county jail when niggas banging, we gon' get them up. Driving Pete Spook and Dirty Bruce, that shit fucked me up. Just gripping in my blood, and I ain't never gon' give it up. Nah, I ain't never gon' give it up. Just gripping in my blood, and I ain't never gon' give it up. Bitch, politicking, nigga, you was never hanging. Keep a key weight, blue chucks, blue strength. Still in the hood, I'll never be a stranger. Ain't no hope
with the
in my
only
blood.
hip hop.
Wait
Wait a minute. Well, we don't even know if we have the only hip hop squad anymore. I mean, shout out to Aisha Nubian. She couldn't make it again, so due to her car problems, you know what I mean. Hopefully everything is good. But we do have somebody who hasn't been here in a while, and he's actually is going to co-host for us for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Wanted to welcome Dion. What's up, man?
What's up with it? What's up with it? I hold it down for y'all. It's all good. You know, I put my work in. It's all good.
Oh, man, you don't have to put no work in. You're already in it. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man. So how you been, man?
Yeah, chill. You know, just doing my thing. I'm happy to get back to doing some radio. It's been a while, and I've been fiending, having an itch, so it's nice to get back to doing a little bit of radio.
Yeah, most definitely, man. It's been a minute, man, since we saw you, you know what I mean, on the show and everything, man. Tell us what you've been doing, man.
Shit, I've been working. I've been doing a lot of networking, and I've been making VR video games, but I got away from doing music for a long time, and now I'm just trying to get back into doing it. So.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I know you're a video gamer, you know what I'm saying? You've been doing the damn thing, you know what I mean, doing the virtual video games, man. How's that going though?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a lot of hard work. It's a new industry, so it's a lot of stuff going into it. It's not much I can really talk about because of the company I work for. It's a lot of secrecy and stuff. But basically, we make virtual reality video games, and you know, I can't really talk about what the future of it or anything
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, no worries. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I'm just glad that that you here, man.
Yeah, me
Because it's
too.
been years,
Me
man.
too.
It's been months. You know what I mean? But yeah. So how long you been doing radio?
I've done radio for 15 years, 16
Nice.
years. Actually, as you know, my sister's been in radio a long time. Her
course.
father, my stepfather, has been in radio for a long time. But growing up, I did a lot of background work for my sister. So,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what hooked me. And then when internet radio came along, I kind of started the internet radio trend. The radio station I started was, I think it's almost 16 years ago.
Okay.
That I started was on a website called Stickum.com. It was before internet radio was popular, before people had blogs and any of that kind of stuff. Kind of just started an internet radio station where we hired DJs around the world to broadcast. And that was almost 16 years ago. So I've been doing it for 16 years now. Started then.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Yeah, shout out to Johnny Morris, rest in peace, man. We
Yeah,
lost him
rest
2
in
years
peace,
ago,
Pops.
man. It's crazy, but yeah, shout out to OG Poetess, man. This is we're in Morris Media Studios right now,
Yeah,
live with
Morris
the Only
Media
Hip Hop Show. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah. So, how familiar you were with hip hop?
Hip hop, I grew up with it. I'm real familiar with it, especially a lot of old school hip hop. A lot of the, classic hip hop, I'll say, is what this. I know a lot about that stuff. A lot of the late 80s, early 90s hip hop. I won't say I stopped listening to hip hop, but I stopped following the whole culture around 2005, 2008 or something like that. And that's mostly when, through the radio station I worked for, we started focusing on independent artists. We worked with a lot of mainstream artists, but we wanted to focus on independent. So when it comes to independent hip-hop, I'm still up to date. But as far as mainstream hip-hop, I don't listen to a lot of it, to be honest.
Okay, so what's your favorite hip-hop artist? It doesn't matter, new, old.
Yeah, I'm one of those old heads that's going to tell you Tupac right away. I'm going to say Tupac is the best to do it. That's not just because I'm from the West Coast. It's just because how I feel about the hip hop, what hip hop is to me, and what hip hop is to me is not just a music. It's not just a music genre.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle. And one of the artists, rappers, MCs, whatever you want to call them, to represent it the best was definitely Tupac Shakur. So to answer that question, I'm going to go with Tupac. But I do listen to a lot of other artists like KRS-One. I spent a lot of his new stuff as well. Wu-Tang. I listen to a lot of stuff, but when we talk about the best, I got to go with Tupac.
Yeah, I grew up on Tupac, man. I grew up on Nas, Biggie,
Biggie,
Big
Outkast.
Pun, rest in peace,
Big
man. The two Chris's, man, they actually, it's just that lyricism, man. It's just really dope. Christopher Wallace, Biggie, and Christopher Rios, which is Big Pun, you know. And shout out to Chris Rivers, Big Pun's son. He's actually doing the damn thing, you know what I mean? He's taking over his father's
That's
legacy.
crazy.
Yeah, he's actually doing the damn thing.
That's crazy that you say that, because there's a lot of old school artists whose kids are in hip hop, like Lil Easy, been in music.
Oh yeah, Lil Easy and Easy Third, and shout out to Lil Nate Dogg. He's a
Lil Nate
rapper
Dogg.
from his father Nate Dogg. If you guys didn't know,
Right.
Shout out to we even got like singers like I'll Be Sure, his son and Lil Be Sure, and
I got a Nate Dogg story I'll tell you. Want to hear a Nate Dogg story?
Yeah, go ahead.
I met Nate Dogg. As you know, my sister worked, the Poetess worked in radio for a long time. She's worked for 92.3 The Beat. And one time she was interviewing Nate Dogg and a few other guys. I only remember Nate Dogg because we kind of chilled that night. But she was doing the interview. After the interview, we went downstairs. We went down the elevator, and while we were in the elevator, he was talking to me, just keeping it real, just like little basic chit chat. But once we got out to the van, he had hella posters. He signed all the posters. He signed a whole bunch of stuff for me. And then he, one thing I'll never forget, he said to me, he was like, I took a picture with him, and he was like, "You could tell everybody I'm your cousin." He said, "Tell everybody your cousin. If anybody ever asks me if I know somebody named Dion, I'm gonna tell them that's my cousin." So that's one thing Nate Dogg did. It's hella cool.
that's
So whenever I would show that picture, I'd be like, "This is my cousin Nate Dogg. You could ask him."
that's funny.
Nate Dogg told me, he said, "Man, you tell everybody I'm your cousin. If they ask me, I'm gonna say Dion's little brother is my cousin." I mean, Felicia's little brother is my cousin.
Man, Nate Dogg was cool. Man.
He was cool. He was hella cool. We kicked it for about 30, 45 minutes after the radio interview. It was dope.
That's dope, man. Yeah, and there's another one too. Bone Thugs and Harmony. They got their kids is actually they actually formed the group. Actually,
Ice Cube's kids.
Oh yeah, O'Shea Jackson Jr., aka OMG. Who I've been following for years. Before he started acting. Also Daryl Jackson, which is Doughboy, who was OMG's little brother.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that one. Yeah. That's new to me.
He got the name Doughboy from the movie
from
Boys in the Hood.
So
I thought that was cool, and it's just a lot of rappers. Kids are actually doing the damn thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you got it's just so many.
Yeah,
it's like a lot of rappers and singers that comes from legendary rappers and singers from that era. It's like most of them can make it. Some of them it's just those ones that can't make it. I mean, shout out to Fat Joe. You know what I mean? He has a son, who's autistic. I'm mildly autistic as well, and he has Rise So Valid and actually trying to get into the music scene, and it's just gonna take a lot for like artists like myself, especially an autistic artist, could make things happen. And as far as like getting yourself out there and trying to connect, network, and social media and stuff like that, man, it takes a lot of work and effort to get where you need to be.
That's
at that point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So why don't we go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back.
Nigga, I'm Compton AV, nigga. Since day one, the streets been fucking with me, nigga. And they still fuck with me.
To this day. To this day. To this day. All I hear is AV. Bring that real shit for the shooters back. These suckers fucking up the game. Why they doing that? Lil this, Lil that, Lil who is that? You little mumble rap niggas tryna ruin rap. Gang shit, bitch. Who you think influenced that? Me. I'm the voice of the streets. I stayed true to that. I kept this shit G when the industry did a change up. I came in 10 toes down and then I came up. You niggas go against the code for the game. I'm a real nigga. I won't sell my soul for no fame. So when it's time to go, just know I did it with a passion. You rapping other niggas' lives, I'm living what I'm rapping. Town business till they put me in a casket. Keep the blower on me, case the shit get drastic. Niggas always high when it's beef. We tryna find it out. Spin the van, fuck Instagram. We at his mama house. This nigga ain't no playing fair when it's wartime. I hit him up, them bullets burn. Watch that boy cry. He tried to run. Watch them hollows hit that boy's spine. Man, that boy died. Nah, fuck that. Pull up on them niggas again. This shit ain't over, nigga. Bounce out and hit them again. Niggas with hoodies and fully automatics in the cut. Waiting for you to slip so we can line a nigga up. Doing walk-ups. Nigga, we ain't asking nothing. Let you niggas see who did it. No mask or nothing. Smoke coming out the front like I'm mashing something. The kickback on the K look like I'm passing something. I don't care where you from. It's no love for the enemigos. 30 in a stick for you little wannabe heroes. So nigga, fuck your cape and your vest. F&E and aiming straight for your neck. Get your shit snatched, all bullshit, you know I'm with that. Bounce out, kill everything, don't get no get back. Doing bad and throw the 40 in the river. Later on, share the story with my niggas. Nigga, I can't believe these niggas try to catch me slipping, nigga.
Oh yeah, they put her like that?
I was never lacking up. I jumped out and laid all them niggas down.
Better I did your shit.
Oh, these niggas probably trying to come back right now.
I ain't tripping, I got it on me right now, what you wanna do?
Load that bitch out, nigga.
What ain't?
Better not be scared either, nigga.
Riding down Atlantic with a loaded pistol. First round draft pick, referee official. These bitches set you up, so I don't trust them, nigga. Cause when you stop giving them dick, they feel like fucking nigga. Now they tryna set you up. Enemies will wet you up. I still keep a pistol on probation, I don't give a fuck. Now we on a mission, suckers hanging, we gon' get them plugged. Hit the county jail when niggas banging, we gon' get them up. Driving Peace Spook and Dirty Bruce, that shit fucked me up. Just gripping in my blood, and I ain't never gon' give it up. Nah, I ain't never gonna give it up. This crippin' in my blood, and I ain't never gonna give it up. Bitch, politicking, nigga, you was never hanging. Keep it key weight, blue chucks, blue stringing. Still in the hood, I'll never be a stranger. Ain't no hoe in my blood, I conquered all my situations. But I'm so Stevie Wonder to these pussy niggas hating. Why they hating on me? Shit, I don't know, cause I'm famous. Why they hating on me? Shit, I don't know, cause I'm famous.
These niggas be bitches, these rappers be plastic. And I'm the realest nigga living on G.O.D. My niggas made it from the bottom to the T.O.P. Got a team full of shooters, niggas C.O.D. Fuck a I, fuck a C.O.P. Nigga, I only rap what I live by. Summertime lit, pull that Benz out. Stuntin' on these niggas like a day. I see these niggas hating, fucking let them hate. Let them hate, let them hate, let them hate, let them hate, let them hate. Let them hate, OT. Let them hate, let them hate.
Boy, I know a lot of niggas hate me. Double R, had to pull up on AV. Always drip, yeah, that new. Thought my shit rented, so I had to rap matte blue. Nigga ever took your chain? Nope. Nigga ever mark you out? Nope. Never heard OT rushed on dead homies. Any nigga trip getting bust on. Can't let a bitch nigga play me. County jail putting wet tissue on the AC. Going GP, fuck the rap shit. The re-up money do backflips.
Yeah, that's right. Police were originally called to this scene for the ABCs of any urban function, ass, blunts, and sea walking. But upon arriving here, they realized that this is really just a family-friendly, wholesome video shoot. What do you mean now? What's good, bro? Rap superstar Compton Avenue. Excuse me. What's going on here? What do you got?
Hold on. Shout outs to the world, man. All the haters in the world, man. I'm right here with Kev the Celeb, man. It's Compton AV. Me and my boys, Watts, Compton, y'all in the building, man. You know what it is.
No charges will be filed. We appreciate you letting me hang out here. For now, we're live in downtown LA.
Shouts to my mama. Shouts to all the haters in the world, man. Compton, Watts in the building, man. Everybody California, man. Turn up. Let them hate. Let them hate.
Nigga, I only rap what I live by. Summertime lit, pull that Benz out. Stuntin' on these niggas like a day. I see these niggas hating, fucking let them hate. 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 Every time I come around your city, bling bling. Rolly face worth about 50, bling bling. Every time I buy a new ride, bling bling. They hating, I can see it in your eyes, bling bling. What you niggas mad cause I'm lit? What you mad cause I'm on? What you mad cause I'm rich? Mad cause a nigga getting cash by the bricks? Oh, you mad cause she chose? Now you mad at your bitch? I'm that nigga, I'm that nigga, I'm that nigga. Going ape with them killers and gorillas. My little shorty got the 40 in the go, y'all. We don't fuck with whole niggas, we don't know y'all, no. Nigga, I only rap what I live by. Summertime lit, pull that Benz out. Stuntin' on these niggas like a day. I see these niggas hating, fucking let them hate.
All right. Welcome back to the Only Hip Hop Show with the Only Hip Hop
Squad.
You know, man, it's an honor and a privilege to bring the big homie on one time. You know what I'm saying?
It's good.
And, you know, it's funny, man, because it's been 5 years we trying to get this dude in the show, man.
We here now.
Yeah, man.
Got him.
Man, that Christmas song was hilarious, man. It's dope. But shout out to Compton AV in the house. What it do, man?
What's good? How y'all doing?
Chill. What's
Yeah,
up with
man.
you, man?
Man, I'm good, man. Blessed. Back in it.
Yeah, man. So, I've been knowing you for a long time. Been seeing your work, man. You've been grinding everything, man. Just making things happen, especially with that Run Me My Money song. And then you got other songs like Money Dance and I got a lot of favorites of my own favorites like Ain't Shit Changed. What is it? My Shit Bang with Jay Stolen and AD.
Hey,
and
turn up.
Yeah. Man, I got a lot of songs like that. That's really my favorite. But My Shit Bang is one of my favorites. And then you got Max That Bitch Out. And that's
big shout outs to Neff, man.
Yeah,
Max
Neff
that.
Farrell,
That's right.
that shit is hard, you know what I mean? So talk to us, man. What you got going on for this 2020, man?
Just my energy back, you know what I'm saying? I kind of stepped away from music, had a fallout with the team. You know how that go. Yeah. You know what I mean? For sure don't want to speak about that. You know what I'm saying? God bless those guys. And, just took back and put everything back into perspective. You know what I'm saying? This thing started with AV and it's going to end with AV. You know what I mean? And that's with all due respect. You know what I'm saying? And I just got my energy back. I feel like 2020 is the year I show exactly what I mean to this West Coast. And if the rest of the world accept it, then the rest of the world accept it. But this West Coast thing, they're going to respect it for sure. Yeah,
most definitely, man. I noticed that you've been spitting like freestyles for us on Instagram a lot of times. There was one I came across. It was actually some real shit that you were spitting on because a lot of niggas is fakers out here, you know what I mean? As far as like this gimmicky rap shit, you know what I mean? But where that came about, man?
Ben had that, you know what I'm saying? Ben had it in the arsenal, you know what I mean? I started off freestyling, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? I used to rap in this thing called The Pit, battle rap 5 dudes in one night, you know what I mean? Decapitate everything in front of me.
Is that where it started for you?
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I always use that as a step to go into my music. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I've always been in love with music, just me and my brother, late night, mom sleep. We supposed to be asleep, but we up in there kicking it. Right. You know what I mean? Rapping, you know what I'm saying? My brother, I can honestly say, was my first fan. I am his first fan. Mm-hmm. And man, just bouncing off with each other. Big shout out Stats. But what I want to say is Ben had a love for this thing. Ben had a love for this thing, and I have a deep, deep, deep passion for all of hip-hop. I'm learning the new kids. I'm learning the new style and what they doing, so I'm coming to mess with them too. But I real like to invite them to where I come from, where bars meant. You know what I mean? That's why I start putting the freestyles out. So to see young dudes like Compton-ass TG, my young homie, doing this thing, man, I salute it all day. You know what I'm saying? Me and bro talk all the time. That's my brother. Shout out Teasy, same thing, man. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? All the young cats that's getting into it now. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I stepped in the sport, and I've been doing it, I've been seeing a lot of people come doing it. You know what I'm saying? Me and Bully just got off the phone. Bully, one of the hardest dudes doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not ashamed to say that. TG, TZ, Bully, them the young guys y'all need to pay attention to and really understand like that they talking. The music might sound good, but listen to the story. Relate to the story. And I'm a fan of that. You know what I'm saying? Same way young homie tell me, I used to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? I met TG at one of my shows in Palm Springs. You know what I mean? And he just couldn't believe how humble I was. You know what I'm saying? The music didn't happen, but at least the connection happened. You know what I mean? And I seen young homie kicking his shit. Pull up to the studio. We finna drop something. It just so happened to be Get Your Bag, one of the hottest joints off the up-and-coming project, Kept It Too Real, called Teasy. He pulled up to the crib, jumped on that. Shout outs to Bruce for like producing that. But yeah, I just feel like that element in hip-hop is gone. So to see the young homies doing that, love it.
What's your inspirations like as far as before you started rapping, before you even spit any of the first bars you spit? What was the music you were listening to at that time?
Of course, man. We come from the Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Moms driving down the street, might hear some Dre, some Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just that in general. My favorite was for sure Tupac, but you know what I'm saying? DJ Quick was just his flow and the way he ride the beat and how smooth he was just so crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Mossberg. Big influential. Like my mom used to bang Mossberg. You know what I mean? So that's where my boldness of Compton come from. You know what I mean? Easy, Quick, Dre. You know, that was just Mossberg. That was my So that's where it comes from.
From hearing some of your music, I can tell that you got a lot of different inspiration from other music genres as well.
Yeah.
Do you work with your producers to get that, or do your producers already have beats in store for you?
Everything I've ever rapped on in my life, I'm for sure had hands on.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's just coming from melody wise. You know what I'm saying? Just love Ja Rule. Mm-hmm. Ja Rule melody wise was crazy. Nelly melody wise is crazy. And you probably say, damn, how you go from Ja Rule and Nelly to Compton AV? Right. I feel like melody is important in this game. You know what I mean? Same thing, I might like Jada Kiss or Cassidy at the time. Back then, what they was rapping about, the bars. So I found love in each department. Rather, I was listening to R&B. You know what I'm saying? My mother, H-Town, Jodeci.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So I learned a little bit of everything and kind of mixed them. Then went off to, I don't know if you know, the Linkin Park thing and the rock and roll situation. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite songs was the Hero song off the Spider-Man joint.
Wow,
but people wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
But I'm infatuated with this situation. I'm infatuated with this thing. It's bigger than just AV getting on a microphone and rapping. I really relate to this thing, and I'm quiet.
Right.
So I use this platform to speak my mind and finally get what's inside of me out to the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
coming from this culture, this hip hop culture, and also I would say the gang culture or the street life and stuff like that. Do you ever find any issues with trying to live that versus also the music? Like, does that ever interfere with your music?
Oh yeah, always. Because this is so territorial out here. This is the West Side.
Right.
You know what I mean? Be careful where you go. Keep your eyes, you know what I'm saying? Keep your head on a swivel. Keep your eyes open. I don't want to completely down my city. Right. I feel like success has awakened a lot of us. You know what I mean? And, you know what I'm saying? Even with the great Nipsey, you know what I mean? Never wanted it to happen. You know what I mean? But it woke up so many people that it happened.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's just so devastating. It's fucked up that it had to happen. Sure. Bro, but look how many people it woke up. So let's take the goodness out of everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? And long live Big Nip, man. That's the guy, man. You know, I actually felt his heartbeat before he gave me hugs. Paul, no gay shit, but
yeah, I feel
you know, hey, AV, we in it for the, you know what I'm saying? He know I rap. He used to jump on my comments and comment. Right, you know, I wrote a rap about I wrote a letter to my city. I don't know if you heard it, but I wrote like a Dear Compton. It was about how we ride for you so much, how we willing to put everything on the line for you, and all you got is death and going to jail and gang banging for us. You know what I mean? And I talk to her as if she's a she. You know what I mean? Meaning like we love this place, born and raised this place. Right. This is like a mother.
Right.
And even though she's the best, she keeps showing us this bad environment. So that's the way I wrote the record. And he jumped on the comments and put heavy because he understood. I'm sure it's just like Slauson. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Sure, it's just like LA. So yeah, I just felt like that was dope. But yeah, rest in peace to Big Nipsey, man.
One of the things that Nipsey was able to do was to break some of those barriers, being from where he's from, but having other people from other areas listen to his music. How are you battling that? How are you trying to make that happen with your music?
Same exact way. I feel like if you tell the truth travels far. It lies somewhere. It goes. Eventually, as they keep on listening, you will not be overlooked. You know what I'm saying? And it'll eventually catch up and just be like, okay, I'm tired of living this fake Instagram world where everybody playing, faking. Facts. Let's get back to some real stuff. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's doing that spin. You know, I felt like that gimmicky type stuff had its time. And in 2020, by the summer, because the baby actually has their sonics, but he talking. Right. He's saying something in that. So I feel like that's dope. I feel like we picked up the sonic of where music is going, which is evolution, and then we add the real back to it. And I feel like that's dope. I feel like Kids was in it. They got a little groove. They changed the way sound because they tired of the old West Coast niggas and all that, you know. Right. And then it or South music even changed. You know, you remember South used to have that slow type of tempo. That's now you got Charlotte. They coming out the gate with different sound. They like rock and roll stars. You know, Migos. They rock stars. Rock star, rap stars. It's crazy. So yeah.
I wanted to ask you also about the Cash Doll song. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we can touch on a little bit.
Can you touch on a little bit about?
We can touch on everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? How I feel about it is how I feel about it. How she feel about it is how she feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Story I never told on any show. First of all, this is my first interview of 2020. This is I haven't did an interview. I've been declining all interviews because
Before you go on, let me just say that we appreciate you making us the first ones to get that interview.
All love. You know, so I haven't done an interview since they used to ask me those questions about that.
Right.
I swayed away because she gave me a call.
Okay.
And every interview I went to before would always ask that question, but she gave me a call the day I think actually Nipsey died. I just got through shooting Let 'Em Hate with OT Genesis, and she gave me a call. Like, okay, this is too far. Something can happen. Me being from Compton, L.A., territorial. She has to come here, and also the way people are trying to make it seem, and me going to Detroit. You know what I mean? A lot of people in Detroit was angry. A lot of people in L.A. was angry. So I felt like it was a big deal that she called. You know what I mean? A lot of things are not right with this situation, but she did as much as she can to make it right with herself. Okay. You know what I mean? And it's still something we got to break down and get to, you know what I mean? Because we understand what this record meant for her career. We understand what this record meant for AV career. It cannot be swept under the floor as if this record didn't make both. Right. And I created that record in a one-bedroom house with my grandmother right next to me, you know what I'm saying? And I was trying to figure out a way to make myself global. That's why the record says, let me tell you one thing about me. I'm a young. That's why I did that. Like I was standing on the podium letting the world know about me. So I just felt like she viewed it. She gave me a way she viewed it. She thought that I did something I didn't do, which led to her being less vocal on the fight that she was supposed to have with me. Gotcha. Now, I understand. What I would say is holler at me about that, and then we can get on one accord, and then we can go after who did the damage. And that's where we at now. We're going to go after who did the damage. Gotcha. She was a part of the damage as well because it's things that she should have done, and it didn't have to go this far. So we're not dismissing anybody. I don't want to be a bully, and I don't want to be a victim. I just want to be a regular person that's right is right and wrong is wrong. That's it. Yeah. Other than that, I create records. I did Money Dance. Don't forget. I did Ordinal with Game. Don't forget. I did Her in a Crisis in hip hop music, where I built the sound and said, hey, we started this. You know what I'm saying? I did things, you know what I'm saying, for this culture. Then I turn around and do Let 'Em Hate with OT Genesis. I make hit records. Like, I'll create another one, and I'll be back again. Money Dance, I'll do this. And I don't even like to toot my horn, but, yeah, I do a lot of stuff. So I know I'll be fine. With 2020, I'm dropping another bomb. I know I'm going to be okay. You know what I mean? And you got to swim yourself. You got to write more records is all I got to say to people. So I don't want to answer your question, I don't mind ever touching on it. I'll touch on it. But, yeah, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. I'll be okay. Legally, things are happening, and yeah, that's where we at right now with that record.
Has this taught you anything? What have you learned from this as far as your business sense, your business steps going forward?
I just want to say, all young artists, make sure you get your stuff right with these records. They hawking, they listening, they looking, and it don't got to be, you know what I'm saying? It's not about Cash Doll. Let's move Cash Doll's situation. It could be somebody bigger than her. Right. They're listening to y'all, young homie. And they going to take y'all sound. But just what you got to understand, this game has always been like that. Yeah. You know, me, my OGs corrupt. You know, when I talk to Dog and I talk to people, I always come at them like they got me. And he look at me like, no, they got all of us. Right. Do you got another one in your cannon, AV? Right. Drop another one. I'm like, oh, okay. Get it? We'll drop another one. You feel me? So all young artists, to answer your question, all young artists, just be mindful of what you're doing. And that's one thing about my lead up. I understood that Her wasn't the single because it was talking about inner city action. It was close, but it wasn't it. That taught me Run Me My Money. Now, Run Me My Money's would stick to y'all because I knew money was a universal thing. I knew that it could go doctor, scientist, rapper, DJ. I knew it fit any category, so I put that aside. But I did want you to know that I'm young and I'm straight up out the CPT. The only thing on my mind is getting rich was the fact because I was broke.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't want it to be about a male. I want it to be about male and female. Right. I go hard on both of y'all. Don't nobody play with my money.
Right.
And it's funny that you brought that song. I actually played you a freestyle that I did, and it was actually funny as fuck, you know what I mean? But this was like back in 2015.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, man. I actually was just like, I was repping RMC, which was Roscoe's Media Center at the time, you know what I mean? But rest in peace to the station, you know what I mean? That's where everything started out. That's how I met you, AV. And yeah, man, just it's crazy because, like, not to piggyback on the Cash Doll situation, but just because that song was really legendary, and I don't know how many years it's been released, but that song is classic as fuck.
I made a classic.
When was it released?
Right.
2012?
Yep, off Thuggin'. Yep, I dropped the project.
I was just saying to piggyback on that because like I just been pissed off because like I feel what you're coming from because a lot of artists have still material like that. And this is why like a lot of artists like myself don't release any music until it's out because a lot of niggas is weird as fuck. They can like steal your beat, steal your lyric, your flow, and I don't really release music until it's out. Like I don't even play music videos for people a lot. I only play certain ones that just who I can trust. But the thing is like what pissed me off is the most was from Love and Hip Hop, Josephine, you know what I mean? That shit pissed me off, bro. Like that should have never like came across there. And then, I'm not even gonna.
They just did it again on Empire. Y'all seen that?
Yep. Yeah, that shit pissed me off, bro.
That's crazy.
It's cool.
They should have gave you credit for that.
I've learned this. Yeah. I've learned this. These are the things that make people great.
Right.
So even though at that moment you dwell in it, you mad about it. I found myself not being mad. I was only mad when people came to tell me about it. Really, I was like, yeah, you molding this culture, even though they don't want to tell you. But I'm molding this situation. And like I said, to be great, do another one, AV. Do another one. I felt like Let 'Em Hate was it. That's why I wrote Let 'Em Hate on purpose. It was strategic. If you pay attention to Run My Money, then I did Money Dance. I don't dance. We know that. I just knew where hip hop was going, so I created some young homies to do the dance or whatever. And I met some young homies to do the dance. I created a record. I knew where it go. If you ran me my money, now I'm going to do my money dances.
Money dance, right.
Yeah.
So now that I got the money, I seen a lot of stuff start happening. I seen people start hating on me. I found me reacting to haters too much and people in my mind. And the hater didn't always have to be the audience or the consumer. It was people around me. So I wrote that record in the privacy of my home with niggas that I knew was hating on me. And I let them. That's how the record came. So I know I got another one in the can. I just lived this situation. I felt like I got in a situation, the person that had the best outlook for the record at the time wanted to take a weird route with my record. So I pulled back. And that's why OT ended up jumping on it later. Then we just put it out like streets eat it up, wherever it go from here, because I couldn't hold it no more. But if we had put a bag behind that record, it'll win too. You know what I mean? So it's just all about me on this next project, knowing that this is my single, knowing that this is bigger than Run My Money, Let 'Em Hate, Money Dance. I just got to make sure I got my check right and put it behind my record. And that's what I want to tell the young homies, because they listening right now. All the young homies, when you get your record, yeah, take care of it. It's your baby. For sure, you're going to be performing this song for the next 12, 20, 30 years. You know what I mean? You don't even know. I've been performing Run My Money for 9 years.
That takes away from the next question I was going to ask you, if you got tired of doing certain songs.
I found myself at one point in time, yes. And then I recognized that little girl need Christmas gifts and birthday gifts and new shoes and school clothes, and this is the record that's doing it. You might want to love it again, player.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially when they try to take my baby from me. Not my actual daughter, but my record. That's my baby. I birthed that record. They try to take my baby from me like I didn't. So, yeah, it made me appreciate for sure. Yeah.
LaRon had mentioned some of your collaborations that you've done on some of your songs. Do you have any favorites or any that you are looking forward to working with again, or maybe some that you haven't worked with yet?
I got my trophies and my championships. You know what I'm saying? Nothing can take away me like working with Big Snoop Dogg.
Right.
Nothing can take away me working with Corrupt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing can take away from me. I don't care if the record went global, however record. I don't care. I got to work with them and they recognize who I am. You know, Game. You know what I mean? Those records mean the most. And then just the young dudes that's molding this situation with me. Mozzie, dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, hope we can run into Meek, get Meek, and then I feel like my list is complete. Because everybody else that I want on the record is dead.
Right. Damn. That's cool.
Yeah, so who is your future collaborations you feel like you wanted to collaborate in 2020?
The Meek situation. Gotta do Meek. I'm kind of caught between that elderly flow, like me, but on some of these dudes that's coming out now that's just dope. The baby hard. The baby hard. Yeah, so the baby for sure.
Okay.
His business sense seems to be higher
smart.
Than a lot. Very smart compared to.
He's a spitter. You can tell he's a spitter. It's just they slept on him. Right. So he found another way to get it out there. I heard he wore a diaper or something.
Yeah, he wore. I think that.
You know what I mean? At South by Southwest or something, he wore a diaper. Crazy. There you go. That's all you need.
Right. What? Not saying that you have to have a gimmick, but is there anything that? Not saying like diaper or anything. I'm pretty sure you're not going that far. But what are you doing as far as building your brand? What's the?
I just so happen to have my name. My name did ring a lot of bells, and that's what you do the gimmick for
sure.
Right. So the fact that I'm across everybody's radar, I'm just doing more entertaining things. I'm not doing nothing that make me feel like I'm compromising myself or my brand or who I am. Right. But I am bringing you into my life a little more. I got some jokes. I clownage, nigga. You know what I mean? I might be well spoken, but I'm really from this thing we call Compton. Yeah. So it'll come out of me sometimes, and it'll be ignorant. You know what I mean? And like I say, you know, just who knows? You know, I'm not doing none of that shit. But you know, for the most part, yeah, I got some qualities to myself that I never showed the world. You know what I mean? Even with this interview, I'm putting this on my Insta Live. Like, I don't let people this close. I do the interview, go listen on YouTube. I'm putting it on my Instagram TV. Cool. They get to see the whole thing. They get to see whether it's 20, 30, 40 minutes of what we talked about tonight. You know what I mean?
Well, I noticed that you have your camera there. How are you dealing with the internet and the new internet, the age of the internet, and how are you dealing with it? Are you using Instagram, Facebook, everything? Or are you just using one or two? Or
yeah. I'm gonna tell you something. It was this man that was real. Big shout out to Mike. I ain't gonna talk about him like he's a legend or a myth, like he's gone or something. Big shout outs to Mike. He was the first person I actually got in the studio with, and he was so hard on me. He used to make me write 4 verses every song. Okay. And he used to tell me why, because either 2 or 3 is gonna be used. We knew that the hook was gonna be 3 times. We knew that if you had a dope third verse, we'd put a third verse on there. Okay. But 2 of these had to be hard. Right. So he was hard on me about everything I did, which turned around like not to get away from the question. What's the question?
The internet, as far as
the internet. Okay, bet. How could I say this? Learn to compete, but fall in place, so you can get your story across, but still have fun with the people that's watching. Mm-hmm. And see, that's the part I lacked, because I was always so serious in my videos.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool, man. You can move, bro. You can go do a video in Hawaii. Get your butt on a plane and go do a video in Hawaii. Right. You can go do a video in Atlanta. You got people out there in Atlanta been waiting for you to come through and mess with them. Go do a video in Atlanta. Right. I got to start getting up and being out and use who I am so I can put myself out there. And I just thought that my talent, my lyrical ability would do that for me. And that's not true, because times have changed. You know what I'm saying? I found myself being less interesting, because when you go on there, there's a nigga right now on Instagram pouring lemon juice in his eye. He gonna drop a song next week.
Right.
Or so-and-so twerking.
Right.
She looked good. Yeah. She get numbers. And then record labels like, go get her. We finna put 20 writers behind her and put her out.
Right.
It's a business. And if you want to be the greatest, and that's why I started telling you about Mike. Mike told me, if you want to be the greatest and you say you the best is working on your craft, the best is working on your performance, the best is working on your look, the best is working on what's new, what's hot. Can you transition to be with them, and also trying something that's way outside of your comfort zone. And the internet is way outside my comfort zone, because we come from an era where you can't tell nothing.
Right.
Now you got to get on the internet and be solid and hold it down. And if the feds come get you, you either do life in prison or you tell and get out.
This is why I do not tell people what I do or what I tell people how I'm from, because that shit is not nobody's business. That's why I did
you know what's crazy? You can't sell records, because now it's everybody's business.
You got to.
Right. Yeah. That's
the part where we box ourselves in, young homie. We box ourselves in because we come from that code.
Yeah.
Facts.
I've been dealing with the internet for a long time, so I know how to wiggle with it. But as far as the music goes, it's really hard. It's been a damaging to music, because of the sales of music have gone down. But you got to make your money with these performances. You
got to find your appreciation for everything. You know what I mean? You got to find your appreciation. Let's not forget we like performers.
Right.
Yeah.
The internet gives you a platform to perform without going to see this artist on stage.
Yeah. Right.
So before this artist starts getting booked for a show, you can look at the internet and see if you even want to buy a ticket.
Right.
He might be a walker on stage.
Right. Energy.
But before he blew up, he showed you he was all in the house dancing and all that. Right. So you want to go to his show to feel that in person.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You just got to take the appreciation with everything. You know what I'm saying? If somebody do you wrong, you find the rights and learn from that situation. You don't be mad. You don't be upset. You just learn from it. I learned from the internet. The internet taught me something. Sit your old ass down, boy, and start paying attention. That's what it be. You know what I'm saying? Not even saying I'm super old. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that middle category. They younger than me. They 17, 16, you know what I'm saying? 14 now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They got more energy. Get yourself in the gym, get yourself right, AV, and go out here and compete.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And tell these young dudes when you meet them, if you take interest in them, give them a little game. That's what I do.
In trying to stay true to your roots and being an old school artist, so to speak, how do you blend that in with new school and dealing with the new artists? Like, do you have newer fans that are under 20, and then how do you cater to them as well as keeping to your roots of being an older artist?
Yeah, that's why I said the internet teaches me that. You know what I mean? And like I said, I find myself liking this stuff.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not nothing that I would drive around and bang in a car or go crazy to, but it be stuck in my head.
Right.
It's like that song on the radio they play that you don't like.
Right.
But you keep on saying it. That's on the internet now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I don't got to go on the radio. I can do that from the internet now. And I find myself, damn, you do like it. Okay, cool. How would you do it?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what sparks this is how I would do it. So now sonically I'm there with them. I'm competing with them, but this is how I would do it.
Well, again, we appreciate you coming in and doing the interview. Is there anything that you want to say to people or that you want the people to know about AV and what you got coming for the future? And then maybe something that you want to say that our questions did give you a chance to say or answer?
I would say this, man. Been in for a long time. You know what I mean? Started when I was very, very young. Still very, very young. Mm-hmm. And I'm at a point in my life to where I'm going to own everything that's mine. And this go around 2020, you'll see a big, big difference in what I'm pushing. That's the reason I stepped back for a little bit, because now it's time to learn. Mm-hmm. I can keep on preaching. Next year we gonna be on. Next year we gonna be on. 2020. Watch this. Mark my words. Right. I'm finna hit them so different, so hard, and it's gonna be all of the stuff you love from Compton AV, because that crowd loves me. And then don't mind if I step off and go global. I need all of that stuff y'all gonna say when I do this to bring me back to y'all for part 2 of this situation. Rather, I drop next month, and then I want to turn around and do a middle of the summer album. So I'll make up for my mistakes. Just allow me to be human, if that makes sense. Yeah. And that's what I want everybody to know. Y'all stop treating these rappers like they superheroes. Just know they got stories, they got family to take care of, they got stuff to do too. You know what I'm saying? We just like y'all. You know what I mean? And talk to me. Because when you talk to me is when it start going. Mm-hmm. And when it start going, just know it get better. You know what I mean? And you just gonna get that part of Compton AV. 2020, I come to do things. That new single is coming soon. You know what I mean? I was almost told y'all the title. Yeah, that thing is coming.
He almost let it slip.
Yeah, man, it's working, man. And all my youngsters that's listening, man, stick to it. Don't give up. It's supposed to feel exactly how it feels.
What's Compton AV's opinion on the Tekashi situation?
Oh man, you know, he signed up for that. You know what I mean? Crazy thing is, the world is stupid. He's going to get out, be bigger than he's ever been, sell more records.
I've heard that opinion, but I don't.
He's going to be in danger, but
I don't think so.
Yes, it's true.
How can he do it?
You want to know why? Because everybody didn't come from the background me and you came from. Everybody don't live by that code. When you say snitch, people was taught to tell. Oh yeah. There's people in around the whole world, rather, whatever city you name, and I want to give it a color because it's every color.
Imagine it. I
just can't Majority is told to tell. Yeah. Majority is told to tell.
I just can't imagine it. I've heard that opinion before.
I'm telling you,
it's not a popular opinion. A lot of people don't think that way, but
I'm just giving to you how the world is, the internet. Mm-hmm. The world is. First of all, not saying me, because I'm going to tell people to cut it off if I hear it in the car. Mm-hmm. But I got to tell people to cut it off is the problem.
Right.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So no amount of money is going to get you on the track with him.
Come on, we all knew he was weird in the first place, and they still played the boy.
Facts.
I never ever went to search nothing about him. I heard other people playing him. His volume was that big to where I never had to search him to hear him. He just did something else that outweighs everything that he did before.
Right.
Is it career suicide to do a track with him?
I wouldn't do a song with him. And where I'm from is career suicide, but so and so from Mexico and or across the world, Germany, or that don't live by the same code as us, they can do it and blow up. Right. Because I'm talking about kicking doors.
Right.
Laying things down. Laying bitches. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I wouldn't collaborate.
I'm saying
with
the guy over there
anyway.
in Australia, he ain't rapping about all that.
Right.
So if they get on the song and say, pop that, whatever they talk about, it's okay. As long as he don't talk no gang shit, he okay. The streets don't look at him to be that.
Right.
It's detrimental if Compton AV do it.
Right.
It's detrimental if Mozzie do it. It's detrimental if who's another like
Game. Anybody
talking that Game. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't do it, but Ricky Martin can, or so can. You know what I mean? I don't even want to make it seem like it's racist or it's Mexican. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in general.
I get it.
Australia, Germany, they don't live by the same codes as Compton, Sac, Oakland. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Where it's in the trenches, New York, Bronx, Jersey, Philly. They don't live by that. What you mean? That boy walked outside and seen snow. He wasn't doing no gang activities outside.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? So he can do a song with them.
Right. That's a good point.
It's more of them than it is us. That's why we look down as that.
You know
we rap about poverty and they relate to us, or let's not even say relate. It's entertaining to them to see that we struggle and finally make it rich.
I'll tell you this. I was in Spain in 2003. 2003, I went to Spain and I was at a club where they were playing Tupac's music. Mm-hmm. And I saw Spanish dudes that could barely speak English rapping Tupac's lyrics.
Oh, yeah, they're going to do that, for sure.
I'm in the club and I'm rapping the music too. And they realize, oh, he's from there and he's rapping the music. Now they're starting to listen to me. What does this mean? I started explaining some of the stuff that he was saying, what it meant. They didn't want to hear it no more.
Yeah. That part.
They didn't really like it no more. They didn't know they don't really know what certain things is.
They don't. They, like I say, they come from a different background than you. Right. It's entertainment to them. It's real for us.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was watching some Free Drakeo, right? I don't know if y'all been to Drakeo page. Like, how they use his story, and they were saying how they're using social media to make a man look like real, like violent or malicious, and then they using it in court, right? Like, it started off all about him, and then it went to like a white man talking about some whole other, like about how hip hop started with the Bronx, and the Bronx used to use it, and then it got real imagination. So courthouses used to dismiss a lot of things because it was something positive that start making it increased violence later. Right. But when it started, it was good. It got some of them out, changed some mind states, made people believe. People didn't want to go to jail. People didn't. So hip hop changed them until now it's popping pills, drinking this, taking that, do-do-doos, which takes you out your right mind state. And now you everything they want you to be. So they use it in court to make you look like this. And that's what I'm trying to say. That man that you talking about, color hair boy, we knew he wasn't like that in the beginning.
Right.
Y'all feud him, made that beast. Y'all got to deal with him. I don't got to deal with him because I ain't listening. And don't come play me no song about him.
Right.
Because you telling me you a fan. Don't send me nothing.
Right.
I'm not sharing nothing, reposting nothing, sending you nothing. When I pull up, nothing. Like even with this conversation on y'all radio station, you just made this nigga. Y'all just built this nigga up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I just wanted to know your opinion on it. But one last thing I want to know about Compton AV is what's your process in the studio? Do you have the beat made already? Do you work with a producer to make the beat? And then when you go in to record your bars, is there a ritual or anything you have to do? Do you smoke, drink, or do anything before you go?
Nah, I don't do no smoking, no drinking. First is hook, melody. I might hear a track, and then I'll come up with my own melody for my hook. Meaning a bell or a hi-hat or something that complements my hook, which makes the song cohesive. You know what I mean? And I just get in the booth and I feel the beat. You know what I mean? I haven't wrote a record. I ain't even write Run Me My Money. Ain't that crazy? Damn. I think right before Run Me My Money, I stopped writing, which made the record fun. I was pretty much getting away with whatever I wanted to say on the record because the beat had already sold it and already had Run Me My Money and what I wanted to say in the beginning. So if you listen to the verses, they really nothing, but 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if you paid attention. Before a nigga get murked, you would be another nigga on the shirt. Do it sound like I thought about that?
That was some real shit, though.
But I'm just saying, look how easy it was. It became fun for me. Then I knew, like I told you, I didn't want to make it a male thing. I wanted to make it females. You playing, see, fuck, have my homegirls be that made my homegirls in the club go, hey, when I say that part.
Right.
I just created that part from, it was easy to me. And I just freestyled it because it was right here in front of you. Money on my mind, money in my pocket. If you calling for a show, run me my deposit. It was like half up front, the other half when I pull up. It's like, what do you do when it's just working like that? It was just working for me, so I didn't have to. I didn't think. I didn't care.
Does that change the process if you decided to write with the next song? Does the process change?
Yes, because now that record is tapping into story time, and what is hip hop has always been known for.
Story time.
Real shit.
That's what hip hop is all about, man.
Right. You got anything else?
You know what, AV? I haven't asked this to anybody in the guest in a long time. So, Compton AV, the question is this: how do you want to be remembered?
For sure, what I stood for, and I say that to say this: I'm a father for real. You know what I mean? I'm not new to this fatherism. I was there from the day she was born. I'm gonna be there until I close my eyes. I feel like just remember me as a real person. I'm not a superhero. I went through the same things y'all went through. God blessed me with a talent. You have a talent as well. And whatever you feel like that is your passion, you chase it. I don't care if I go down as the best. I don't care if I go down as whatever. I just know when it comes to this West Coast thing, I better be on every single shirt that got to do with a West Coast picture. If I can make it to that, you know, that picture we're talking about,
I know exactly
so
what
be
you're
it.
talking about.
But for this situation, just remember me as that real person like your homie. You can always cut on my music and we can have a conversation because I'm listening too. Jump on them comments, talk right back to me about how you feel about the record. And I'll come back on another record and talk back to you. I'm here for you. I talk to you in person. I talk to you through the music. I talk to you when I'm dead and gone. You know what I mean? Because my voice still going to be here. That's how I want you to remember me.
Who's your Mount Rushmore, your top 5?
Ooh, let's do it. Tupac.
Okay, wait. Before we go any further, why... I feel like I say Tupac too, so I'm not against you with that. But I feel like we have to explain why we say Tupac nowadays because people are just saying, "Oh, everybody just say it." So can you give us an explanation why Tupac's first?
Was able to take what the media dished out. Was a bit angry, and when a person is angry, that means they serious. Learn to fall back. When they judged him as this certain, he showed y'all that I'm smarter than all y'all. The same people that's judging me, I probably got a higher education level than all y'all.
Right.
But like that's dope. Then step in the booth. His work ethic was crazy. You still hear him. He probably got 50 new songs that you ain't heard. Still in the canon. Which showed you that he worked. Play his songs to this day. He has the most classics of all.
Facts.
You got too many. You drop them right now, the club will still go crazy off them.
Right.
Just one story. Seen him one time. Just waved. Wasn't nothing big deal. Waved. Got to see him. He really was a nice person. Appreciated the love. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Outside of what the media painted. But walked up the street. Wave at the mamas. Hey, what's up? Say what's up to the kids, the babies, and all that. Mm-hmm. It was dope. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I put that in my arsenal as I grew to be this hip hop artist. So that's why I say Tupac. Dope. He was the best in many categories. Probably not all, but in most that you can remember those. He is the definition of what every rapper would want to go down and be. Right. Not dying and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He was big before he died. He the man, period. So you got to give it to him first.
Number 2.
Number 2. Quick.
Ooh, I haven't heard that one in the top 5 in a while.
Legendary.
Quick. First blood rapper. When the game was ran by Crips.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
He had to tuck it in and get to it. When they was, talking all this and talking all that, he was just like, hey, I can't help where I grew up in, but guess what? I can produce for all you Crip niggas. Y'all want some beats?
Quick is like
and I can out-rap all you Crip. And I can show y'all what flavor is. And I can show y'all what being marketable is. dropping his hair, not being afraid to drop that hair, put on that, you know, and be real flavorful with it.
Right.
Yeah, when you look at all them old pictures of them Crips, and then he right there with a red jacket on. Look at it.
Number 3.
Corrupt.
Ooh,
illest we ever had out here.
A good one.
Yeah.
I'm not really doing this in the order, but Corrupt. Corrupt. Wrote some of your favorite records. Might have blurted out the hook in the studio, and they still don't give him the credit for it.
Right.
Calling out names was classic.
Hard, bro. On site, behind the walls. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
C-Walk.
Hard, bro. Cali is active, period.
Yeah, Cali is active.
All that. Perform to this day, he banged you with like 17, 18 songs in a row. You be like, damn, I never knew he had that many.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my partner. He stand next to me all the time and do it. I'll be amazed every single time he do it. Right. Lyrically, even though he made hits, lyrically they couldn't touch him. He see the beat different than you do. He see it way different than you do. You know what I mean? And he attacked the challenge. That's what's so dope about him.
Number 4.
Oh, come on. We got to give it to Big Snoop Dogg.
Oh, man. Snoop.
Uncle Snoop.
And I hate to be so West Coast, so 5, I'm going to go East. But we're going to go Big Snoop Dogg. And I'm going to tell you why. When you was scared when people walked in the building, Snoop made you feel like, yeah, this is crib, but how you doing today, player?
Right.
Which is the model all these youngsters follow. Even the late Nip, he followed that. Nip will walk up, shake your hand, tell you where you're from. It's all good. But I'm from 60s. Neighborhood.
Facts.
It's dope. And then he just get on the beat and be himself. Snoop can say anything and it's just sound good to the ear. Hard. Come on, man. Like, you know, I hate to say it like this, but I know they be talking about Dre like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't no Snoop, though. Snoop used to come through and bless all that thing. Snoop made that. Yeah.
Facts.
You know what that YG did to Mustard? We can't forget that without YG, that thing wouldn't be like that. You know? And, you know, success to both of them. I salute both of them. They come from where I come from. They come from a hard place, haters and all that. You know what I mean? And we might not seen eye to eye coming up in this record business. We was young. I feel like it wasn't me. Right. I feel like it wasn't them. I feel like it was the people around us that kept us apart. I feel like we still can get together and make great music. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's like that, man. Without this, without that, you wouldn't have this and that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they all need to be complimented. And on my 5th, we're just going to give it to him while he's still living. Nobody has been more impactful, period, than the boy Meek.
Hell yeah.
And he's going against this new thing. That man 32 years old. Kids still listen to him. He still start flavor. He giving jobs. He take care of that team. He working on himself, saying that this perk situation was really eating at me and made me wake up. He's telling truth.
Right.
And then fighting the system like that. And not getting on there crying about it. He's put it in, it's a bunch of youngsters that's going up just like me.
Yeah.
I don't want them to go through what I go through. And then he getting on there rapping, showing true talent and real rap. Can't get past Meek right now. Period. They not gonna give it to him, and that's messed up. But if he died right now, and I wish death on nobody, the world would go crazy.
Yeah.
The world is go. Let me ask you a question. I know this is the interview. Who you think is the next person? Top 3. What Lil Mama doing? I want to ask all y'all. I need one person from each. The shirt that they do, the Jay-Z, KRS-One, Rakim shirt, right? Give me 3 artists of today's time that's going on that shirt. I just need one from each of y'all.
That's going on the shirt.
I know all 3.
From this time, that's not already on it.
That's not already on it. That hasn't been put on it yet.
The Baby is definitely one.
Not yet.
Not yet? You ain't
Love them, but not
done?
yet.
Not yet?
They
got
gonna,
enough done yet?
I would say Kendrick Lamar.
Ooh, that's a good one.
We got
She said Currency.
Currency, my man's, and I can't talk on that because that's my dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me, not yet. Currency, not yet. Love him. That's my guy. And then when he see this, he gonna be AV. Hey, and that's my dog. Hard though. Don't trust me. Hard though.
All right, y'all. We ran out of time, man. Compton AV.
I wish y'all could have told me the last 2.
Well, you tell us real quick before we go.
Oh, Meek Mill and Kanye. Okay. They're going on the shirt, bro.
Kanye, for sure.
Kendrick Lamar, Kanye West, and Meek Mills. And if you want to be Drake, makes the shirt. Period.
Yeah, so we ran out of time.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Appreciate y'all for tuning
Amen.
in. Shout out to David for making this happen. You know what I'm saying? Compton AV, it was a pleasure to come through the show, man. Bless us with the truth, you know what I mean? This is all we always with the truth, you know what I'm saying? Dion, appreciate you stepping in, you know what I mean? And shout out to Sada, shout out to everybody. We'll be right back in 2 weeks. We'll be right back.
She said Currency dope. That's my guy.
What do you thank God for?